Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is the draw. I should put my headphones on. Oh, I'm not talking to anybody. I don't need headphones. How's everyone doing? I messed up the timing. I woke up late. And here we are. Draw starts now. I thought it started in an hour from now. Time change, still messing us up. Still messing us up, guys. The draw should, however, start in about a minute. I am here waiting on the UEFA website. Waiting for it to happen. But guys, yesterday we win 2-0 against Freiburg. Some people were unhappy. I'm always happy when we win, when we advance. I don't know. You could argue that should have pushed harder. I think over at this channel we're arguing. Sorry. Why push harder when you got Inter on the weekend? We got this one done and dusted. Let's contain. Let's finish the job. Let's move on. Regardless, here we are. This draw is supposed to start in a minute. It always makes me a little nervous when I mess up my timings, but no matter. Put these on anyways. We might have some guests, might have some people join in with us today. So, that being said, I'll just share this page with you all. I think this is all pretty. Oh yeah, it is starting. So, just so you guys can see. To stream. Here it is. So here's the actual the UEFA website. Just go to the UEFA website, UEFA.com. It should be right there. Did we get the Champions League draws already? Like I said, I woke up a bit late today. I don't sleep in very much. Today was one of those days. It's a Champions League draw. City face. Yeah, they did. Okay, so this is 2 minutes ago. Perfect. Can I just get a list? Can't just give me a list, can you? That's fine. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'll just share this screen as well. It has started though. Here you can say it started. I'll get rid of that in case there's a copyright issue in play. So just for the Champions League, here we go. Google doesn't fail. We have Benfica and Inter. Interesting. See how Benfica do against Inter now, right? If Inter end up winning, then bad luck at us, baby. Real Madrid and Chelsea. Exciting. I think Real Madrid has this. Guys, they're just. Did I lose my stream? No, different window. I lost my stream, guys. Early morning, it's a mess. No big deal. I'll get that back. I just don't want to miss anything. Oh my god. You know, you go to the UEFA draw and it gives you the round of 16. Here it is. Okay, now we're watching it. Now I'm not going to share this screen because of copyright. But yeah, we'll just watch it. We'll go over some things, guys, in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'll go over the rest of the Champions League draw for you because the most interesting thing there is Milan and Napoli. Guys. Both saying, you can do it. Yeah, I know. Here, I haven't even had to sip my coffee yet. Let's do that. Milan, Napoli, Man City, and Bayern, another good one. And that's the 4 games. They're on the Champions League side of things. So Benfica, Inter, Madrid, Chelsea, Milan, Napoli, Man City, Bayern. I wonder, man, does Napoli have the easiest game? They might. Milan or Napoli versus Milan. That might be the easiest game. Inter Benfica, maybe you could argue, but Benfica has been hot this year. I'm sure our buddy over there at Rabona TV, he'll have a lot to say about that. Lots to say. Okay, so here's the hype. They're showing Juventus now on the hype stream. Oh, they just showed Keza's goal from yesterday. Oh man, I jumped around. Man United. So Man United now arguably the biggest team left in the competition. Arsenal lose out in penalties yesterday to Sporting CP. That's a big blow. I think that's a huge blow. Barcelona's out. Arsenal's out. You have Sevilla, which traditionally do very well in this tournament, not having a great year. I've mentioned before, I've actually seen Sevilla play live. My only European, like top 5, highest level of football, I guess you could say I've watched live. Unfortunately, I haven't made it over to Italy. I will go August, September. I am going to Italy. I'm going to change that, guys. But until then, Sporting CP in the mix. I'm just going to go through the names as they appear on the screen here. They're showing some highlights. Oh, another, this is a prize here. Union Saint-Gilloise from Belgium. They go through, beating Union Berlin. I thought Berlin might have been the better team in that case, but no, not to be. So here we are, Budapest. We are in the small little Europa League room. Let's see who we got from our management in here, if I can recognize anyone. And thanks, everyone. I know the outcome this morning is a little late. I mean, it's early morning. I get it. I advertised the wrong time. I'm a dummy. We're live. Doesn't matter. I mean, I'm watching this anyways. Might as well watch it with you guys. So Giorgio Marchetti. He's going to explain to us once again how this draw is done. I don't think there's no limitations here for the quarterfinal. Anything could happen. So there's Roma. Of course, I forgot to mention Roma. Showing the management from different teams. They pan away. I'd really like to see who the Juventus panel is there today. We saw earlier in the year Nedved looked like he was Nedved on coke, if you remember that. But of course, we're not going to get Nedved today. Sultan Jera is going to be helping. Who did he play? Or who was he playing for? I don't recognize that jersey. Oh, Fulham FC. So another random footballer along with us today. This should be pretty quick, guys, as well. I mean, they only got to draw a couple games. By the time they draw, the third one? We know what the fourth one is. Yeah, there are these balls. There's not a lot of balls in these bowls right now. Let's get on with it. That's the problem with these things. It's all these like niceties and it's all bullshit. Let's get after it. Let's get after it. So the Zoltan guy is the ambassador for the final. So I guess quarterfinals on. That's how that works. He gets 3 games. Oh, of course, true. We get to figure out the pots go into the semifinals and the final. So we get to learn potentially, if we were to go on, the couple teams that we could potentially face. So I guess it's good to know. Of course, I take it one game at a time. I don't care too much about what's going to be in a month or two down the line from now. But any predictions, any hopes of which teams people would like to draw? Do we want to draw Man U and just prove ourselves and knock them out and be the big dogs in the tournament? Do we want to go easy? Maybe get like a Union Saint-Gilloise? That could be tricky because I don't know if we've ever even played Saint-Gilloise before. Likely not. Maybe back in the past. Sporting, that's still a tough game. Roma might be a tough game. We just lost them. Here's Lucas. Good morning, Lucas. You just wake up?
Yeah, buongiorno. Good morning. Yeah.
Oh, man, I totally screwed up the timing. I'm sorry. I got up. It's like I'm going to take my time. I got an hour. I'm going to, and then I'm looking at the time and like, I counted to 5 wrong because there's a 5-hour time difference now.
No, you're good, man. My dog, dude, every single time I set an alarm, it's like they know right before, like 2 or 3 minutes before, and then they just go off on me.
Well,
Get up, get up.
They do the circadian rhythm a bit better than we do sometimes. Yeah, they know what's up.
Yeah. So So we change up our schedule too around here. So with my girlfriend's work schedule and stuff. So
Of course.
It just seems like I gotta wake up earlier and earlier with them, which is fine. Just
You're becoming an adult. You got to wake up early.
I'm a morning person. It's just now that my work schedule and all that, now that I coach at night and stuff, and my schedule's strictly at night, it's just like I kind of give myself those mornings to have coffee, relax.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
nice. I used to do a lot of night shift.
yeah,
I stopped doing it because it's not good for you. I got myself a day job for the time being.
yeah.
But yeah, no, just waking up in the morning with no stress and coffee. So I'll go through the teams real quickly. They have them up: Bayer, Feyenoord, Juventus, Manchester, Roma, Sevilla, Sporting, and Saint Gilloise. A couple interesting teams in the mix still. We went over the Champions League. Have you checked out the Champions League yet?
That's already been
Yeah, they always do it just before. Okay, so first draw. Name will be Man U right off the bat.
Where are you watching this?
Oh, at UEFA.com. There's an app as well for your phone. Okay, hands in the bucket of balls, twisting it open.
Yeah, it's not running too well. It's very busy, I assume.
Sevilla. So that's two heavy hitters going at it again. So one of those big heavy hitters, Sevilla or Man U, will be out. Here, I'll just share the link.
I believe I got it. I think I got it.
I'll put it in the.
Oh yeah, I got it right here. Right here.
I mean, it's in the chat as well for everyone, just in case.
That's very smart. Very smart.
Juve has been drawn. This is when this is bad for the stream. We want them to draw last so people don't just like, okay, I know, I'm gonna leave now. That's fine. I'm sticking around. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I just woke up. I want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sporting Club. That's going to be a tough one. That is a tough one. Oh, look at you. That's. I mean, it's not the worst. It's. I think honestly, after Man U Sevilla, that's probably the next hardest one.
I don't know, man.
Bayer as well. Bayer's up there.
My best friend, he's an Arsenal fan, so we'll redeem it for him, you know. But I just don't want to.
Yeah, they've proven themselves.
Okay.
But yeah,
it's just Arsenal fans. Oh, so yeah. It's just Arsenal fans just don't like Juve. So it's like if we lose to Sporting, it's not going to be fun. So I don't want to hear the banter.
Modern EPL fans don't like Italian football at all. 90s English fans do, but the modern ones, I have a feeling a lot of them don't like it. But Saint Gilloise plays a German team once again in Bayer. So, interesting. Now here's Feyenoord, and they're going to be facing Roma. I think didn't they have it out in the Conference League last year? I think they might have.
Feyenoord and Roma, you're saying?
Yeah, I think they might have had a go already.
I believe so. In the Conference League, yeah.
Yeah, last year. I'm pretty sure. So, okay. It's Feyenoord and Roma. You have Saint Gilloise versus Bayer. You have Juve versus Sporting and Man U versus Sevilla. Of course, guys, it's the quarterfinals. Nothing's going to be a cakewalk. I think the only real cakewalk in that list would have been Saint Gilloise, but they also got here for a reason. So interesting. So we'll stick around for the semifinal just to see who the pot is. Yeah, we know how a job works, buddy. Just pick the balls out of the pot. Let's go. He just over explains things. It's infuriating. Okay.
So
Okay,
that's
so
us. Right? It's us?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
Okay, so Sporting or Juve will face off against.
I want 3. Give me 3. Give me 3.
Pot number 1, of course. So Man U or Sevilla. It is going to be a hard road regardless, guys. Oh, wow. They're definitely setting it up heavy on one side of the bracket. I mean, it's allegedly not fixed. We don't know that for sure. Okay, we know winners quarterfinal 3 will face winners quarterfinal 4. Thank you. We get it. You don't have to pull the balls out. So that's going to be Roma or Saint Gilloise versus. No, did I get that right? Roma or Feyenoord versus Saint Gilloise or Bayer. Bayer. If you guys don't know, we're talking about Bayer, the guys that make Tylenol. I don't know if they still own the team, but back in the day, they're the ones that did own the team. Hence the name. Quick little history.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's makes sense.
Yeah, I had to look it up. I think I stopped. Yeah, I had a train stop in Leverkusen one day, and I don't know, questions. I had questions. It wasn't a very good train stop. It was one of those, like, you had to go to the third platform above you, and you had 3 minutes to do so. And I had a suitcase, so I basically just like manhandled a suitcase above me and just started sprinting up platforms and made the train as the doors were closed. The train system in Europe is too efficient. Oh, really? The winners of semifinal 2 will face the winners of semifinal 1. I'm glad we went over that, Lucas. I'm pretty sure this stream is done. Yeah, I can't believe the draw. They go through all that. But we got a few minutes.
I mean, the good thing is it's like, we got drawn pretty early, but it's the quarterfinals, so it's like people could stay around and just see 2 more draws. You know, it's not like the round of 32 or round of 16, whatever, where it's like it could take a whole half hour. It's like this is nice, short, simple, sweet.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
It's nice to know where Roma's going too. Obviously, another, some Juve fans are Italian, some of them aren't. So as you and I were probably a little interested in Roma's fate. I would be rooting for Roma personally if they get knocked out. So I like to know where they're kind of going,
Yeah. So just to get the visual here, if anybody is watching along, Man United versus Sevilla, Juve versus Sporting, Leverkusen versus Union Saint-Gilloise, Feyenoord, Roma. And basically, as you see, that's nice and easy, right? So the first 2 pots potentially face each other, and the next 2 pots potentially face each other. So that's that. Did you have anything just on yesterday's game? Just some thoughts here. So we did a pre-record. If you guys haven't seen that, we pre-recorded yesterday. Knowing that we're kind of talking today, and we have another video coming out, an interview with Nima Tavalli. So we're just squeezing in some extra content here. So Lucas, please get your comments out. We didn't have a chance yet to hear from you.
Yeah, no, it was a good game. I thought there were times, obviously, that were a little bit boring at times as we're both kind of going through the motions. And they were really trying, Freiburg were trying to push to get something, but not force something. I really liked what I saw from our players. I saw a lot of people online hating the results and hating our approach. I don't mind sitting back at times there, not pushing too hard. We play Inter soon. That's a tough match, of course. So I like the professionalism there, and I like to see no mistakes on our end, and I like to see that we are the one with the European heritage. So we need to perform in a certain manner, and we did.
Yeah.
As long as, we win the games we're supposed to win, and then if we lose the games we're supposed to lose, okay, then we try to bridge that gap.
Are we supposed to lose any games, or the ones we're not expected to win? Maybe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We're playing a Real Madrid, a Barcelona. Yeah. Like if we're losing those games, okay, what do we do to to make that line closer? What do we need to do? But this is a game we were expected to win, and we did it. And I think Allegri is continuing to strengthen this team and strengthen the respect of the fans for him. It's been a very tough season. So the round of 16 is one of those games that you can kind of get knocked out, and it's like, oh, who cares? You know what I'm saying? We weren't going to try too hard anyway. It's nice to see us get past something. Now let's get past the quarterfinals because you work so hard to get to that point. The goal is obviously a semifinal in every tournament with Juventus. So a minimum, right? Minimum. So don't get knocked out in the quarters. It's we don't have the current injury list to just be screwing around in a competition and not going far. So what does the papers say today, this morning?
I muted myself. The dogs are. The wife has released the puppies. There's 11 little. Anyways, Lazio director Iglitardi blasts Roma. The Conference League is for losers like them. Okay, cool. I don't. Excuse me. Gas early morning gas right with that. Man, he got that up quick. Oh no, okay, that wasn't the. Oh, this is the pre one. This from last night. I thought it was the fuck. Never mind. I'm just trying to see if there was anything. I was on Semper Inter. Okay, you know what? We're gonna see Nima this evening. I'll go to his website, SemperInter.com. This is who we're gonna be talking to today. I want to find that article. Okay, not to waste any time. Basically, Mourinho went to Inzaghi and said, reaching the quarterfinals of the Champions League is not a historic feat. Chill out. So Mourinho was being Mourinho again. We just saw Iglitardi blasting Rome. It looks like it's going around right now. We can't just be happy that everybody except Lazio essentially has moved on to the quarterfinal.
I think I understand the kind of confusion of the over exaggeration of sort, but it's like I just wish we would say we're proud of our teams, but at the end of the day, this is the expectation, and we're back where we should be. That's what the narrative should be, instead of Inter, Napoli, AC kind of throwing this like shade at Juve and
you're saying like Italy, though, right? Like Italy as a whole, Italian teams, yeah.
This is where we should be, and sure, be happy for it, but also maybe back that up and say, look, this is where we should be anyway, though. So we're happy to be here, and then kind of quiet at that point.
Mm-hmm.
They're throwing a party and they're just kind of bashing Juve. It's like,
it's a good point. I was actually disappointed in Lazio that they couldn't come ahead. Was it Feyenoord they were playing?
AZ. And then,
AZ Alkmaar, right. Sorry. Conference League, of course. Yeah, and AZ Alkmaar, not that they're a bad team, but I feel like Lazio could have done better.
Lazio are just performing very well. But to their own, I mean, they don't have a lot of depth.
Yeah, the depth is team. Mm-hmm. So to do this competition is hard.
So and they are really competing for that top 4 spot, and they're doing really well.
Makes sense, yeah. That being said, like as an Italian, I would have loved to, and that's like my take on it, right? I'm not pissed off that Inter made it through, or who. I want all of them to make it through. I mean, eventually, yeah. Napoli, Milan, one of them's going to get knocked out, right? And I had this conversation when Inter was in the finals of the Europa League. There, it was two seasons ago. I was rooting for them, and people were shitting on me because I was rooting for them. I'm like, guys, it's like I just want an Italian team to win. I will go back to hating them like the next day. That's fine. But anyways, we all have our point of view on it.
No, I'm exactly the same. But there's also a difference of the 90s and 2000s Italy where you know that they're probably going to be back there again next year. So it's like not only are you competing for Scudetto, but you're competing for European competitions. It's been 15 years since we're seeing this type of stuff. So it's like when we do see, it sucks, but I do have to root for Inter because at the end of the day, it will make Juventus better and push them more.
Yeah.
If the rest of Europe is doing well, it's going to help attract more players for Juve. Hopefully
It's
Juve
good for the
won't be.
league.
Yeah, instead of Juve going and spending 80 million on Higuain, maybe they keep Higuain this time around, or an English club, or they add on an extra player, Napoli. So
yeah, you're less
yeah,
likely to have, say, like a Delict. Oh, I don't want to stay in Italy. I'm gonna move leagues.
exactly. And if Juve are playing bad, it doesn't look as bad because Serie A looks better, and that's what is kind of nice right now. It's like Juve are having like weird problems this season, but
Yeah.
the rest of the league looks really good, so they're not as bad as perception per se.
I mean, we're all having problems. If you want to go back to Bayern, I mean, they usually dominate the league, and right now they're just keeping their head above water in terms of keeping first place. Freiburg gave them a bit of a scare there. They're still technically in contention, right? You see Milan, Inter, Roma, Lazio, they've all struggled this year. Napoli is really the only team that hasn't struggled because Chelsea has, Barcelona has, Real Madrid hasn't always been banging them in the back of the net. I mean, they're still all great teams, right? But we've all had our struggles. And here we are. We just got to take it one game at a time. And like you said, it's good for the league. We want these teams to go through. But let's get I just want to get to some of the questions. They've been spewing here. So yeah, your thoughts on Sporting then?
I'm worried for sure. I remember I called my friend, like I said, and I said, "Dude, I'm happy we got Freiburg and not Sporting because I think Freiburg could possibly knock out Arsenal, and I think Sporting could possibly knock out Juve, just the way that they play, very similar." And just worried, but now we have Sporting. Definitely worried. I've really liked what they've done in Portugal, and they're a team that maybe a lot of people just don't know that they're as good as they really are.
They're one of the top two teams with man, what's the other team now? Why can't I think of it? Porto, of course. Porto.
Yeah,
what's that team for Portugal? Porto, yeah. Okay.
So for me, I do rate Portugal higher than France at the moment, and I think that over the last few years they've just been a better sporting nation of sorts. So Benfica does very well in these competitions. Porto does very well, as we see, and now Sporting as well. So to me, this is basically, we see in the Champions League there is Inter and Benfica, right? I mean, this is basically an equivalent of that type of game. The EL is getting just as competitive as the CL now. There's very good teams in the Europa League, and we got probably the best team that isn't United. So definitely scary.
On paper, because here's their team. Coach Ruben Amorim.
Very good coach. Very good coach.
So 4 keepers. Adan Israel. Is he the guy that we sold? Is that our Israel?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, there you go. Just a youngster. How old is he now? 19, 22. Okay, he's a bit older than I thought. Eusebio Paulo Diego Calai, Italian. Defenders, Nito Coates, Bellerin, who is currently injured. He's a man. I like Bellerin. St. Just, Mateus Inacial, Lamba Estevez, and Diomande. No big hitters. Nito as well is pretty good. So a couple big names. But again, this is one of these clubs that are just so well drilled. These Portuguese clubs don't necessarily have massive names, but they're just well drilled.
But they will soon. Those guys will be bought up by the PL, and they'll be the next generation of strong players. They're very talented.
Of this midfield, who would you pick out as their number one? Mateus Fernandes, I have on my my career team that I made up, my Turn Giants career team. He's now my star attacking midfielder, rated like 85 or something ridiculous. But he's 18.
Yeah, he's very young.
He's 23 in mine, so it's a bit different.
Nuno Santos is very talented. Nuno Santos. They run this 3-4-3, so their mids are very competitive, strong, fast, but this team is known for their technicality, and us as a team at the moment aren't doing the best when it comes to counterattacks. So if they could string a nice string of passes on us very quickly one time, they play very similar to like Brighton, De Zerbi, like that kind of model, right? Where it's a little bit quicker, they absorb the pressure, and then like a pinball machine, bam, 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 and that's scary. We've got players like when you got players like Benucci or some guys.
Gotti. Gotti can't keep up with that. We've seen that.
Yeah.
He's better against like a Freiburg where it's a little more static. So something to work on. We will do a sporting thing just like we did with Freiburg. We're going to try to get the sporting fans in on things. I don't think there's any Freiburg fans watching anymore.
But
I think,
but of the forward line now, I would say Trinqual, obviously being that Barcelona
and Paulinho,
player.
He's a bit older too, but.
And then Goncalves, I believe he's the one that just hit that half field goal on Arsenal yesterday. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, he did get the goal yesterday, 94th minute.
Yeah, he's the one he shot from. Well, no, I don't. Maybe it wasn't him then. The goal that they got yesterday was.
Well, yeah, it was 1-1. Pretty sure, right? It was a 1-1 game. It would have been him.
I don't think it was the 94th minute though.
Okay, let's check.
62nd, yeah. Pedro, he got it from half field. He shot it. He caught Ramsdale off his line because they do play a similar style, Arsenal and Sporting. So the goalies are very important in their build-up play and just being involved. And Pedro saw that, and he just sent a ball from 45 yards out. It was very nice goal.
So I'll have to check there. I mean, so much football happened yesterday. I haven't caught it all. I haven't caught all the replays on the Juve game yet. I was watching that as finally Dak came home from work yesterday to record that. So again, quickly check that out. It's a 9-minute total. It's a short one. We're doing more of these short videos, guys. Couple reasons. One, I think it's somewhat ridiculous to do an hour and a half 5 times a week. Because for you hardcore guys, it's great. And we love it. We love talking with you guys like KF, Bones. I mean, you guys are here this morning. Of course, Frankie people, the list goes on. For everyone else that isn't as hardcore as you guys, they just kind of want to get in and out. So we're going to do more of that. Also, as you noticed, there's still no ads before our videos. Good for you. Still kind of shitty for us because we're not making any money. It's costing us money to run this, right? So for our own good, we do want to monetize. We're about 1,200 hours short of watch hours monetization. Live watch-alongs do not count. If they did, we would be there, but they don't. We love doing them, but we're going to do more of these short videos. Again, tonight, I don't know if we'll release tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll try to get out tonight, but we have that interview. So I'll just bring it up here as well because we have the Derby on the weekend. SemperInter.com. Run by Nima Tavali. Interesting feller. If you listen to the Culture podcast, he was on there last week. He's been on all Juve cast. I don't know if Bepe's ever had him, but we've had him on the Turn Giants podcast a while back. He's been around, obviously hardcore interisti, but somebody we can talk to. And we love talking to the opposing fans around here. So we got Inter on the weekend. We're going to try to get some sporting fans if we can. Stay tuned to that. We're going to go live Saturday. Lucas, I don't know if you can do that. You work Saturdays, right?
I work 4:30 to 5 on Saturday. I just have to do one practice this upcoming Saturday. So
we'll see. We'll check our schedules. We'll see what works out.
As long as I know Ed, I'm very positive I should be able to.
Okay. And regardless, guys, I don't want to draw this on too long. It was a 50-minute draw. We're at 35 minutes in. So I just wanted to get a bit of the extra, just the thoughts, right? I guess I never gave my thoughts on sporting. I don't really know yet. I'll just say them quickly. I have to do more of my research. I know they're a great team. It's going to be tough. They just beat Arsenal. I'm definitely not rolling over on this one. But 100%, guys, we are going to do our research. We're going to dig in. This one's going to be a bit easier because Sporting is a bigger team. But we're going to get that Who is Sporting CP for you guys out. Hopefully Yeah, we usually do that on Tuesday, so probably next Tuesday, Wednesday. Other than that, thanks for joining. Lucas, any last words before we head out?
I'm just reading the last little comments, making sure we got them. We are okay.
Yeah, we got them.
Last comments. I'm gonna go make a coffee. I'm gonna wake up.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate being on here. Everybody on here as well. It was a good time. Forza Juve.
Forza Juve, Fino alla Fide. And because I always forget, guys, code 211, turngiants.com. That gets you 15% off at the store. Please like and subscribe. It helps us so much. We're growing thanks to you guys. We're loving it. So just keep the good times rolling, right? Otherwise, stay tuned, likely later tonight for that interview. And we'll catch you live tomorrow. Love you all.
What time is that interview? One last time.
We're gonna do it at 5. We have them at 5 p.m. It's not gonna be a live one. We're just gonna record it. Yeah. So just if we record it, we edit it, and we get it out tonight, cool. If not, it's gonna be like a first thing Saturday morning.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Can't wait. All right, guys. Thanks. Love you all. Catch you on the next one.